Oh, something happened to my GTA 5 case.
Aw.
Nice.
It...
Good to know.
Nice.
Everyone around the world is like having a moment of silence for your GTA case.
Well,
R.I.P.
thank you, everyone in the world.
GTA 5 is kill.
Luis,
Yes?
shall we get cracking?
I mean, if you use crack, Tyler, I'm sorry for you, but, don't do drugs.
Crack kills, weed heals.
I do not advocate any drug use.
The Shifty podcast does
Wow.
not endorse any usage of drugs or alcohol.
I feel like we
Please
should
be
rename
safe,
ourselves
kids.
to the Shifty Key Podcast.
Yeah, I fucked that
Shifty
up,
Key
didn't I?
Poon cast.
Thank
many
you for
times-
letting it slide, Tyler.
TJ.
Oh, TJ, that reminds me of a thing that happened at work. So,
Oh,
Wait,
God.
hold on. Let me just get started, then you can tell the story.
Okay.
Jim's back with more stripper stories.
I
Oh,
have stories, not exactly stripper stories, but I do have stories.
But people do get naked in them.
That's kind of where this is going.
Nice.
You hear that,
3,
audience?
2,
Shenanigans.
1. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Shifty Key Podcast. I'm Luis, aka SpartanSloth, and today we have
Charlie Sheen, aka TJ1023.
Winnie.
TJ1023, aka TDBTyler.
And I was going to try and come up with some fancy intro, but I can't, so I'm Masshalogear.
And I'm Masshalogear, aka Jim Surback.
I was just hoping that it would continue
Yeah,
like a
that's-
huge
Yeah, you
conga
really
line.
you
My
totally
mind
boned
is
that up
blown.
there, Halo. So
You had
Oh,
one
my
job.
bad. Sorry about that.
one job.
You had one job, just to do that one segment, nothing else.
Yeah, just go sit in Tyler's corner for the rest of the podcast.
I'll be
Oh,
off
no.
now. Thank you very much for having me on the show.
Thursday.
Obviously, Tyler is an exception to the rule of British averageness. So
Wait,
thank you, Tyler, for excelling.
I am. I feel proud. Wait, what did I do?
What
that
is
was
the
so...
rule of British?
Yeah.
What?
I mean, that's just me personally. The Brits are average at best.
So does that mean I'm under average or above average?
No, you're above average. You're almost not British.
Jim's just like sitting there
You're
like
almost not British. Please enlighten me, Jim.
remember that time Britain conquered the world? Meh.
Well, that
Yeah,
was...
no, they blew their wad like
Yeah.
a few centuries ago. I mean, that's Britain's time is come and gone.
Look, you've seen us at our worst. That means you can trust us now, because we're never going to have the economy to do that again. Ever. Ah.
Not with the way the elections turned out, from what I hear.
Oh God, no! I don't want to get political.
I have
but
also
I did
want
not
to
vote
point
for
out I
them.
have no context for how the British elections went here recently. I am purely speaking out of the fact that Snapchat had this like 2-minute long video in regards to the elections in the UK, and everybody was just so happy for their party, like whatever it was, the Labour Party, the Conservatives, and whatever other groups they got over there.
It's
I had no idea. I'm British and I don't keep up with the general election, so everything you're saying right now is like, did we? I'm like, I don't get involved in politics if I can really help it. So everyone was like, yay, politics. I'm like, I'm just gonna go play Xbox. I'm fine. I'm gonna go cry in a corner.
yeah.
No matter what happens, it won't affect me playing Xbox as long as I've got internet.
I'm not going to get into discussing politics because it's pointless, and plus, I think that's one of our rules. You know, we shouldn't talk about politics or religion. Blah blah blah.
I tell you one thing that I learned
Oh yeah.
from the Snapchat thing that they sent through about the elections in the UK. There are some damned cute UK girls out there. Real talk.
Is that what you learned from this?
Well, Tyler, I mean, can you really blame the guy? Seriously?
Well, what were you watching is what I want to know, because like when
I
I'm
mean,
thinking,
I want some of that video.
Yeah, if you're watching the political
It was on
debates,
Snapchat.
then...
It was one of their little it's when I don't know how you do it, but I guess if you hashtag it the right way, Team Snapchat just puts together a bunch of the videos.
Just like real life, you hashtag it the right way and you'll get a bunch of girls.
I actually
I
have
wish
a
it was that
story.
easy.
Yeah, I actually have a story about a bunch of girls earlier today, but
Oh, do tell.
I'm going to tell later. It's not really funny at all.
What the hell is that noise?
Does it involve a library?
Shut up about the library. It's nothing. Tyler, edit that out.
Tyler
No,
got
wait.
naked in the library? What?
Will you edit
Tyler,
that, please?
please.
Nothing happened at the
Apologies for the
library.
inside joke, everybody.
That's an inside joke because TJ knew that I
Because
was talking
Tyler
to a girl
gets
at the
naked
library.
in the library.
I do not get naked in the fucking library, okay?
Not often you don't.
Yeah, I was
But-
about to say, unless you're getting game, nah.
But
Unless you're getting that poon.
Some librarians.
I just find it ironic that this is like Poon has been brought up twice, and it's a
We had a-
sausage
we had
fest
a
here.
Pre-podcast, post-podcast.
Yeah, we had a pre-podcast poon talk there, or we were going to go into it. I guess I should tell my story.
Oh yeah,
Well,
you should.
Yeah, I guess.
Let's hear Tyler's first, though.
Oh,
You
I'm
know,
sorry.
we
I
don't
didn't
wanna
know
cut
Tyler
him
was
off.
gonna tell one.
No. I was just if I was going to continue what I was going to talk
Tyler,
about.
we have a queue and you're just delaying.
Come
on,
everything.
Tyler.
I would have
Please.
just talked about the politics side of it. That was all I was going to say.
Oh,
but
oh,
Well,
I-
you know we're not.
I know you
want to
hear about
so
the
tell the other
girls.
part where people get naked.
no one
Right,
got
what happened with
naked.
this girl at the library?
No one's going to be talking about the girl at the library. TJ, I'm getting murdered.
But there
There's
is
no
a girl
girl
at the library.
There's just Tyler doing random shit and getting naked, just like that other girl who got naked in the library and got in trouble for that. She's not played by Motto, it seems. Or so I heard.
What are you talking about?
I actually know what he's talking about, which is sad.
Hey, cheers, Tyler.
Some girl like had some like webcam set up and did some like porn-esque things
So
in a
wait,
library and got arrested.
Luis wasn't just making up that random shit because it popped into
Oh
his
no,
head
I
just
read
now.
that.
Yeah, he
That
kind
wasn't one of
makes
his
two
like stupid
stories.
scenarios that he just made up and tried to spout off to be funny.
Oh,
Like that actually
buddy.
happened.
I can make some really weird shit up, but that one is a little bit out of my league, I guess.
That one's
feel like-
too normal.
Yeah.
I feel like I should clarify. I didn't watch the video. I just knew that it happened.
Sure.
Sure, Tyler.
There's no shame in saying that,
Tyler,
right?
show me the link. I'll let you know if it's worth watching.
Oh, jeez. So did you want to hear about the stupid girl story, or should we go with Jim first? Or you know what? Maybe we should just sit in silence.
it's
Think about
roundtable decision.
That sounds like
Crimes.
a challenge.
It sounds like a challenge that I don't want to do. Okay, with the girl story, it wasn't really anything impressive. In fact, it was kind of embarrassing.
That's what she said.
Shut up.
Thank you.
But there's kind of like a moral story to it, I guess. Maybe, depending.
Wear protection.
So, fucking hell! Like you guys already assume where this is going.
Don't
it's not
pull
going
and pray,
there.
kids. Don't
It's-
pull and pray.
It's like you're hoping for it to be this magnificent thing where it's really not.
This is,
So-
this is the virgin tale of the first
Just
time you had
making it
sex.
so easy for us to mock you.
I expected it to be so
Oh.
wonderful. It just
It's gonna be
wasn't.
shit now. Right.
The
so-
story or your first time?
This is worse than listening to Lester Man in the first GTA 5 heist.
So, I'm just going to say what happened, okay? I have to I was walking to where one of my practical assessments are going to be for a uni exam, because it's on the other side of the town, the other side of the city. So I'm walking across, and there's a crossing. And lo and behold, I fucking go ass over tit, almost. Yeah, I catch my foot on the curb, and I trip over. Books and bags, stuff goes everywhere. All of this happens, I shit you not, in front of 4 women that were near enough models. I shit you not. And I'm just sitting there like, well, this is awkward. You know what? I'm going to run with it. I get up, they're laughing their asses off, and I bow. Because, you got to kind of own it. And they go from laughing to looking at me like, oh, what the fuck, weirdo? And I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. It's like you're laughing at me while I'm embarrassed, but because I wasn't embarrassed, you give me this look of disgust. It's weird. But moral of the story that I got from this is, if you fuck something up really badly, if you own it, you're not going to be as embarrassed as the other people that are reacting to you. And by the way, the beeping you could hear in the background was Luis trying to interject stupid fucking jokes in the background because I forgot to deactivate the sounds.
At least it didn't interrupt you.
Jeez.
You had one job, Tyler.
Yeah. But, like, it wasn't anything impressive. But you guys hyped it up so much that everyone's sitting there going like, oh, fuck's sake, Tyler.
They're all sitting there going, "Oh, that's it, huh? Just like your
Yeah.
ex-girlfriend."
Fuck!
Oh,
Oh.
snap, son.
Too soon. Well, which one?
Shang Tsung?
Sorry.
You were dating
Wait,
Shang
which one?
Tsung?
I love it. Which one?
Shang Tsung? No, I said too soon.
I know.
But yeah, the moral of the story is fucking own it. Be
Fucking
stupid.
own it, kids.
Yeah. But if we wanted to go with the story that like Luis wanted to say, apparently I must have had some sort of orgy. You know? That's what he was assuming.
No,
I may be a
here-
lover boy,
You gotta own
but
it.
I'm not that much of a lover boy.
Here's what I typed. At some point, you said something that could have a double entendre, pretty much everything. And so I typed, if you know what he means, wink face. And then the next one was when you said stuff goes everywhere. And then I just wrote down Bow Chicka Bow Wow.
Fucking hell, like, anything can be made a
I
double
meant like
entendre though.
water bottles, Tyler. What the fuck were you understanding?
Oh yeah, sure. Play the innocence card like you weren't using
Yeah.
double entendres this whole time.
Parlay the
Jesus
innocence
Christ.
card.
The innocence card. Look at you over there in Brazil, trying to stay as far away from us as possible.
You and your Brazilian fake innocence.
And if I remember correctly, Jim also had a story.
It's going to be 10
Yes,
times
it
better than
was-
mine.
It was it's funny in its own way, but it's not funny like that. So one of my coworkers grew up in the state of Pennsylvania, and there's a lot of Amish folk up there in Pennsylvania. And she said that Tuesday is their courting day. This is what they do, like when you want to, if you're a guy interested in a girl, like that's when you court them, is on Tuesdays. And so there's this song. Wait, go ahead. What?
Wait, I think I know where you're going.
Would you please explain again? I'm not sure if I got that.
There's a song. Are you talking about that song?
Up in the
From,
club
like,
on a Tuesday?
Yes!
So we remixed it, and so we go up in the club on a poon day. So we started calling Tuesdays Poon Day Tuesdays.
Jesus Christ. I was like, I know where
Wow.
this is going. Why does it have
I'm
to be
glad you
Tuesday?
picked up on it so fast.
Oh,
Wait.
God. Luis is
Damn, dude.
confused.
English is hard.
No, it's because there's a lot of yelling here in the background. Now it's stopped. But you were
What are
saying
you
that
doing
your
over
work
there?
has a courting day or something?
No. I have a coworker
Oh,
who grew up
okay.
in Pennsylvania. There's a lot of Amish people up in Pennsylvania. And she told us that Tuesday is the day that the Amish court each other. So if you're interested in a girl or something like that, Tuesday is the day that you try to impress her, shall we say.
All right, now I got it.
Should be difficult from Tyler for the sounds of it.
Ah! No. My problem is
picking on
keeping
you.
the relationship.
It's not getting it, it's keep.
Hey, as long as Tyler doesn't trip and drops stuff everywhere, if you know what I mean.
What, like earlier today in front of...
No, I still don't understand.
Yeah. I always feel like it must be awkward for the Amish to date. Like,
They have really big beards.
well, not that. It's just
That's what she said.
I feel like what do you do to impress a chick? You know, like, I'm not saying you use
beard.
technology Yeah, look at the size of my beard. You want it? No.
Dang, girl, check out that beard you got going on.
It just
It's her,
feels like
it's her lady
weird.
beard.
Oh god.
Oh my god, I had this lady come into work that I'm telling you was transgender. I swear to God, this lady had a whole lot of stubble going on. It was crazy. And my coworker didn't know how to react. He's like, I don't know if that's a man or a woman. I was like, that's probably somebody who's transgender. Stop staring, you asshole.
Yeah, like, you don't really need to react. You just have to try not to
React?
stare. Yeah.
You don't need to react. Just don't react.
Don't
Yeah.
react. Just stare at them. Asshole.
Keep calm and just stare.
Well, did the person say to you, like, I don't know how to react to them? Or, you know, it's just
No,
like,
my
just
coworker
don't-
was just like, I just don't know if that's a man or a woman. I was like, that's probably transgender. Why don't you stop being a fucking weirdo about it?
Yeah, I feel like that's probably, you know, like, the worst thing you can do. Is just, like, iron them up the whole time. It's like, oh, damn it.
Yeah, I mean, I had to go talk to her and her husband because it was like, it was too much for him. He couldn't hack it. I was like, good lord, kid. In his defense, he's a decade younger than me, so he just doesn't have the worldly experience I have of having to like be around in retail the great different deals of people that you come into
Yeah.
contact with.
It can certainly get much crazier than someone transgender walking in, you know?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I have a
You can
little
have-
experience with retail as well, and Jesus, dude.
You can have psychos come in and like slam their computer on your front counter or screaming at you over their child, which is strapped to a baby carrier on their chest. Yeah, those are
Well,
good days.
something like guy behind the counter. The word is a word. No, Family
No.
Guy. Anyone?
No,
Okay, shut the fuck
no,
up
we know
now.
where it came from. Just
We know where it
just,
came from. Your delivery was just terrible.
Yeah, I figure as well.
Sorry, just want to
It
be
must-
honest with you. Not trying to hurt you.
It must suck being a like PC repair man tech guy, like not only in Jim's line of work, but in just anyone's line of work, because I can be fairly tech savvy, nowhere near the same level's tech savviness as Jim up there. He's helped me with a lot of technical problems with my computers. But I've walked into PC World sometimes, or, you know, do you guys have PC World?
PC World is a thing for y'all?
I have
Yeah,
no
we
idea
have
what
PC
that
World.
is.
Magazine.
Yeah, PC World is a place. It's I think it works with either Currys or Currys or
Do they
Comets
sell
nowadays.
pizza?
No, but the the funny thing is, it's difficult being in line to like sort something out for yourself. You know, you may be just buying an item or running a scan or getting something. You know, something small. You know, but then you see someone lose their mind at the counter. And it's
Yeah,
like, I
great.
want to know.
I'm stuck here for the next 10 minutes.
Yeah. And it's like, I want to know why I bought Norton and it's not running. And I'm just sitting there like, do you have McAfee's with it as well? You know? And you can guarantee that's their problem, that they got McAfee's and Norton running at the same
Dude.
time.
2 antivirus programs running at once is
Never good.
I swear to you, 50% of the my computer is running slow complaints. Let me just throw it
Yeah.
out there for y'all kids right now. So everybody that's listening. If you have 2 antivirus programs on your computer, it is akin to having 2 dogs in the front yard who are too busy fighting each other instead of watching your property. So don't
That's
do
the
that.
best way to
Okay?
put it.
don't do that, and you're gonna be
Yeah.
just fine. Now that being said, don't use some shitty antivirus program like McAfee.
Oh, God. I've had enough of McAfee's, but not because of McAfee's. I keep on getting like these spam
Call them
emails.
McAfee's.
McAfee's. But like...
I always thought that was a dumb, like, redneck American thing. Is I called my coworkers out on this years and years ago. They like to put S's at the end of places that don't have an S on it. Like, there's a restaurant here called Sonic. It's a little In-N-Out place where you can get burgers.
Sonics.
Yeah, and they keep calling it Sonic's. We're gonna go down to Sonic's. Like, it's not fucking Sonic's. It is Sonic. It is not Sonic's restaurant. It is just Sonic.
But it is McAfee's.
Gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast.
It's not McAfee's. It's McAfee.
Well, you
At
may
least you
have
don't say
blown my world.
McAfee. God.
Oh,
He's
God.
been so mad.
McAfee.
McAfee. I got the McAfees. Like, I'm gonna fucking punch you. Just punch you right in your
Hey
dumb
guys, let's all
redneck
go down to
throat.
McDonald's.
You go to McAfee's, buy some McAfees.
Yeah, right. I got that Mac coffee on my computer. Christ. See, when they say that, I don't know if they're talking about Macintosh computers or not. I got that Mac thing on my computer. It's like, oh god, we have another person with a Mac that has Mac Updater on it. It's fucking wonderful.
I always hate it as well, like, when someone's trying to explain to you a problem and they're not using the correct terminology, expecting you to know what they're talking about.
I was just talking about this yesterday.
It's like, tell me what it's saying. Tell me what your problem is. Because, my friend Tom, TDB Tom, name dropping him, he's trying to do some production work on his computer, and he's got the software to do it, but he just doesn't know how to do certain things. And he's like, I'm trying to do this thing, you know, where you set up the tempo and you do this thing with it where it does this thing. And I'm like, dude, I don't even know what you're looking at right now. How the fuck am I supposed to help you?
It's the greatest when you use a very generic term like thing that helps.
You know that thing that does the stuff? Yeah, it's stopping me from doing this other stuff, and it's like, oh!
I got this thing with the bits in it that's doing stuff. It's like, oh, what the fuck does that mean?
It's like sorry, I've come to you today. I've got this thing, a computer, and it's got a problem, like the thing, it doesn't work right.
Something. Sorry.
Yeah,
The thing doesn't do the thing without the stuff, but I can't find the stuff because of the thing. Okay, I'll go buy some milk. Be back in like 20 years.
It's just really awkward because it's like, I want to give them advice. I want to help them. In fact,
I'm gonna give him a chair in the head.
you know, in fact,
Wait, what?
Some days.
It's sometimes, yeah. But then I sit there and I'm like, there are people that have this worse than me. The people that actually paid to help people with PC problems. You know, they get it. They must get it like 90% of the time.
We,
I think-
Although,
yeah.
I'm not
my
sure.
favorite. Go
Oh,
ahead.
go on.
Perfectly timed, guys.
Let's say you got it, Luis. It's all you, buddy.
Okay. No, I said the whole thing with the chair, but then again, I'm just saying, I'm just talking shit on my ass because I don't understand a lot about computers either.
What's new?
So there,
Yes. Shocking.
Got him.
there is a chance that I would probably
These
at some
nuts.
point say like,
Got him.
Got him.
Has anybody seen that shit?
what was that?
It's the best.
I saw the one where they put it up where it was fucking the Price is Right, Wheel of Fortune, and the dude's like, okay, you've got 30 seconds, and it's 2 4-letter words. The top word's completely blank, the bottom word, the first is N, the last is S, and it's his picture in the bottom right corner, and he goes, Deez nuts. It's like, ding, 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 you got it. And he's like, got him. I pissed myself. It was so funny. Oh Lord. I had a totally different story. It was the whole like using incorrect terms thing where people want to call and they'll be like, I have a problem with my CPU, and just so everybody knows, that's the processor of your computer. That is not your tower. So they're like, I have my CPU's not working. And it's like, well, how do you know your CPU isn't working? Like, well, it doesn't power on. Like, wait a minute. Do you mean your tower? Yeah, that's it. The box. Like, oh fuck, great. Okay. That's always fun.
In a society nowadays where we have to put an acronym to everything, though, I'm not too surprised that that's a common problem. You know, like, oh, CP and U is all in computers. So it must be what it stands for.
Right. Those are all letters in the word computer in that order.
Oh, gosh.
I did not realize that actually that was the case. CPU is in order.
Shit. I had something to say that was really enlightening, and now it's gone. So
These
I'm
nuts.
just gonna keep. No, it wasn't these nuts. Got 'em!
Got him. I put on Facebook this week. It said type of nuts: salted, roasted, poached, Deez. I think I put it up on RT as well. I gotta check that.
I feel like we're in our own little world at the moment, laughing at that.
We are so in our own little world. It's so funny though. Okay, I'm sorry. We'll try to get something. Hey, here's something. This is gonna be related to nobody, I'm sure. Anybody played Aliens: Colonial Marines?
Only a little bit.
Nope.
It wasn't great. It was
No, it's
pretty
definitely
bad.
not great, but it's cool. Like, as it tells the story of like what happened after Alien 3 a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm actually playing right now because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
that easy to play through and talk at the same time.
So you're literally playing it right now.
I'm literally playing it right now. If I turned on the game audio, you would probably hear it through my headset because that's how sensitive this mic is.
Oh, I can give the audience a little taste of it. Pew pew! Oh no!
Pew, pew, oh no!
Why did one of them remind me of like what the worms would say? You know the game? Worms Armageddon and stuff like that.
I'll get you.
Was that the one that
Or-
we played?
No, we played the 3D one.
Oh, okay. I don't know the Worms games.
I think
to be
I
honest.
think you actually
They
got
do
me all
say-
of them, didn't you? Jim gave me them as a gift fucking ages ago in like a bundle
Yeah,
thing.
well, it was Humble Bundle for like $1.
Yeah.
So
And
Why not?
I am forever in his. I don't know.
you are indebted to me for $1.
For a
You're in
dollar.
debt- you're
Which is
indebted to him for a
0.83
concrete
euros. So
donkey.
whenever you want to, what?
Concrete donkey is all I heard from that.
Concrete donkey.
That's
After so
Tyler's
many
street
mic issues,
name.
that's my first real contribution to the podcast. After so many mic issues, is concrete donkey.
Yeah.
You might want to give up on the on the other podcast you have to do today. I say that out of love.
I'm like, just to explain to the audience, Stuart has had a fucking nightmare with the mic.
Stuart, that's his name. Is Stuart.
You were like, who's Masshalogear?
I was like, Masshalogear. That's that guy.
Sorry if you didn't want your first name announced.
It's great. It's great. Technology is great, and I love it so much.
Except for
Well,
today.
we're pretty much on a first name basis here with everybody except for TJ, who's an acronym. So
How dare you teach?
It stands for Deez
Yeah,
TJ.
I mean,
James.
it's a
Teach
nickname.
nuts.
These nuts.
Siege nuts. I
Siege
mean-
nuts. I didn't even get. Sorry.
Got
You got him.
I think I
Uh.
might have gotten myself.
Fucking got myself.
Got me.
Oh boy.
But yeah, hasn't Masshalogear Stuart been on the podcast before?
Mass Halo Stuart.
I've been on the podcast twice before. The first time I wasn't very talkative, and the second time I talked about how I was a shit investigator.
Ah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Because the first time you were on the podcast, I had to ask Luis and Tyler how to spell your name. So like I think I actually released the whole podcast first, and it spelled Stuart with EWART. And they messaged me on Skype, and they're like, "That's not how you spell it."
I still don't understand how you fucked that up.
Because
I
that's
can
what-
see how we could fuck that up.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
I
was
mean,
like,
that's-
you know,
that's
there's like Patrick Stewart, you know, there's plenty of Stewarts.
Hmm.
Okay.
There's also
yeah,
the
I'll give you that
period
one.
of time known as the Stuarts.
Yeah. See, everyone gives the British Empire crap, but what about all you people named Stuart from that time? I'm joking.
I know, fuck those guys.
People named Charles.
Charles Dickens.
Charles, James.
Charles Emerson Winchester the Third.
Charles Xavier. Charles Lee.
Ah.
Charles, what fuck?
You know,
Charles Buttfuck.
this surprisingly, I can bring this into a tangent.
Charles Darwin.
Not Charles Darwin, but the names and shit like that. But you know, there was another royal baby recently. That's probably richer than all of us
so I
combined.
heard.
Popping them out like rabbits.
Is his name Charles?
Not. I think it's the daughter actually, but
It's Charlotte.
It could be Charlie.
Something
Charlie
Diana.
with a Y.
Oh, is it Charlotte?
Charlotte.
Yeah,
You're the one
Charlotte,
from England.
something
shouldn't you know?
Diana.
No, whatever. But when the first baby came, there were people that were betting on names, and surprisingly, the people were betting. This was a thing that was happening. Like they even had odds being displayed in like Sky News and stuff like that. And Tyler was up there. I was like, nah, this is gonna get a sick ass name, but it's not gonna get Tyler as a first name.
Tyler is such a pleb name.
It's what I thought was
I'm
it's
joking.
such. No, someone's actually said that it's like a
Fucking
really bad
plebes.
name as well. And I was like, it's not gonna be Tyler as a first name. It will probably be Alexander, Tyler, whatever. And if I'm not mistaken, the name ended up being George Alexander. And I sat there and went, oh, fucking course. My middle name. Out of all the fucking names in the world, it gets George. I was like, no. Why?
Oh, that's right. Your name is Tyler George, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
I had completely forgotten about that.
Feel free to continue.
Oh, fucking George.
It's not that bad.
I mean, it's not as bad as Justin.
See, I don't mind the name Justin either. But Luis,
Well, fuck you, Louise.
you've
Shut
got
up,
an accent in your name.
Yeah, fuck you, Louise. I thought your name was Lewis when I first met you. It took me
It's
forever.
Louise. I've always
It
said
took-
Louise.
But like, I've only ever heard Lewis, so I always tried like the
Because I
first
always
time I
feel
met
awkward
you.
correcting people.
I was
I-
the same way.
I would always be
I thought
like,
his name
"Oh,
was
hey,
Lewis."
Louise."
I was like, hey, Lewis.
Louise.
Mom.
Hey,
The only
Lou-
time
Lou-
I've
Lou-
ever
hey
heard
man,
the
what's
word,
up?
the only time I've ever heard the name Louise or anything like that is Luis Figo, the Portuguese football player. That's it.
Oh fucking hell! The plot continues. The full name of the royal baby, the first one, George Alexander Luis. I didn't
kidding,
remember that. No, it's the third name.
Huh. I had no fucking clue. How is Louise written?
It's
Like-
5 letters,
Lois?
like Louis.
Oh, that's a bullshit.
ZQF.
spelling.
Oh, okay. No, I'm
With a
joking.
Z?
Zed?
No, as soon as you said that that's a bullshit spelling, I thought I could continue and just put Q's in there.
Oh, okay.
Just
No,
throw
I
some
mean,
fucking-
because here's the thing. In Brazil, well, Portuguese-speaking countries, pretty much, and Spanish too, I guess. There is another spelling for Luis. Mine is Luis, and then there are the people with the wrong names because it sucks on the other spelling, which is Luiz, which is just complete bullshit, and they should change their names for
Louise?
Yeah,
Louise.
and you know
Yeah,
what fucking
Louise
annoys
sounds
me?
more like a girl's name.
Like the
Like
other
Louise.
day, the other podcast, I was saying how much the word Zumba infuriates me. Another
Zumba?
thing that, yeah,
Why does
it's a
that
whole
upset
thing.
you?
You should absolutely listen to the latest podcast, man. It's so fucking awesome. That discussion.
Cool name drop.
Yeah. But anyway,
I had to plug my own podcast, but
another
It's the
thing
best.
that really, really grinds my gears is when
Gears
people
that
spell
grind.
my name with a Z instead of an S, even though they saw my name in like my, some sort of document or my student's card or whatever, and they insist on writing it with an S. Or if I spell it, it's Luis. They spell it with a fucking Z. It makes me want to punch them in the face.
I feel like that's a common thing with people that have very similar names. Well, but the spellings are different. Like, I can't stand it when people spelt my name incorrectly. Either the middle name or my first name,
How the
and
fuck
they
did
can't
they
spell
spell
it.
Tyler incorrectly?
Well, they would put an A at the end. Not Tyler, like, just... That sounds like a Final
Tyler.
Fantasy spell. Yeah, like Tyler. And I'm like, that's not
Tyler.
right. Or Taylor.
who the
Taylor.
oh my god, that's like the
Yeah.
getaway Taylor.
Yeah,
The
not
ghetto
the way...
white trash way to spell Taylor.
Not the way that Luis is spelling it in the chat with T-A-Y-L.
There are 3 Taylors at my job.
Ooh.
Wait,
Taylors
no,
or
there's only
Taylors?
2 now because one of them is a basic bitch and got fired.
Something about the addition of a basic made me go.
That is one of my new favorite insults. Is just call people basic. I'm like, you're just too basic. Get out of here.
That could mean a good thing as well,
Better
but
than being
somehow it's got a
acidic.
bad connotation nowadays.
Shout out to chemistry jokes.
Oh, sorry, TJ, that went straight over my head.
TJ, you're such an acid.
Some came in the mail today.
What is this?
These nuts.
I was wondering what that was. I was like, Jimmy, you okay there, buddy?
I can't help it. Looking up the Deez nuts meme, and it was on the Know Your Meme page, and I was like, I have to play this video. It is too fucking funny, man. Oh, I'm crying over here. It's so funny.
I think what we've learned from this podcast is if you haven't
Deez
watched the meme,
got him.
golly. It's always a mix between got 'em and golly for me. It can work either way. But yeah, like, people need to go and see that if they haven't. Oh, I'm tangled. What the fuck? Oh, sorry. No, I'm free.
What the hell is happening to you over there?
Nothing. No one has visited me from the library, TJ.
No, like what
Oh.
I was thinking is that like somebody needs to make like a wild animal character based on Tyler's personality, and it's like a rabbit gets caught in a trap, and it's like, oh dear lord, I've been caught. Oh my, oh I'm free. Oh chip chip Harry-o.
Oh, God, that's you've either got like the imagination of the writer from Alice in Wonderland, or are insane.
There is a character that is similar to Tyler. It's called Carl the something. It's like
That's helpful.
Llamas with hats. The name of the
Oh, yeah.
show. And
Carl,
yeah,
Carl.
That
stop
kills
murdering
people.
people, Carl.
Wait, which one would I be?
Carl, you
The one that murders people?
fucking
I have a
creepy
coworker named
asshole.
Carl. But he doesn't understand the reference. He's an old guy. He doesn't get the reference. Like, Carl,
Show him the video.
Why'd you kill that customer? He's like, what the fuck are you talking about? God damn it. Damn it, Carl.
Sounds like a Larry.
Larry.
Did y'all see that
TJ, you're
Leroy
such a
Jenkins is a
Larry.
decade old earlier this
Yeah,
week?
that's crazy.
That
Wait,
blows my mind.
That's still my ringtone.
I'm so
What?
old. I'm like so
What
old.
is your ringtone, TJ?
No, Leroy Jenkins is my ringtone.
Oh,
That's
really?
a decade? That's a
Apparently
fucking
so,
decade?
that's what I saw the other day.
Yeah,
I mean-
it is a decade old.
I'm not going to say I feel old, because there's people that are much older than me looking down at my age that would think, fuck you, you're not old. But there is something weird about knowing that that's been around for 10 years. That's
Yeah,
creepy.
it's like once you hit your 20s, you start to realize, holy shit, I'm not a kid anymore.
You start to realize, holy fuck, my energy goes down the drain, and I start balding, and I start forgetting peoples and
At
places.
20?
Okay,
I'm joking.
come on, Tyler. You're in your early 20s,
Tyler, if these
okay?
things are happening to you, I feel like you need to see a doctor.
Yeah, that's
You're-
not normal, buddy.
Spoiler alert, you're not getting old. Something is really wrong with you.
Don't you hate it when one testicle is much lower than the others? Oh my god.
I heard it was, don't you hate it when one testicle is better than the other? All right, boys, we got this. Leroy!
What I was trying to do is just like make up like fake situations that apparently
I bet
20-year-olds
that's
go
what
through.
the testicular surgeon was saying as he goes to fix the ball.
Like when you belvedered yourself?
I think that must explain it now. Like, I'm joking.
Why are you not operating this kid yet? Oh, we need the lab results. Fuck it. Leroy
I think we're
Jenkins!
laughing about two different things.
Wait, doctor, we haven't
Stab.
put on anesthetic yet.
Dr. Jenkins, what should we do?
I completely my phone wasn't on mute, and I was watching this Lord of the Rings clip on YouTube, which says it's like Leroy Jenkins at a black gate, and it's a minute long. It was 45 seconds of nothing, and all of a sudden it just says Leroy.
I had my phone go off while I was walking down the halls of my school like a couple weeks ago, and I guess
Thug life.
like I assume that if it's like if I'm wearing earbuds, it won't play through my phone. But then as I'm walking, like I hear in my phone, like, oh, I'll just answer it, and then I look at people like staring at me as I walk by, and I'm like, wait, did that just happen? Let's go downstairs.
You just got to rock along with it and be like, what I was saying earlier. Don't be embarrassed and just be like, yeah, that's my music taste.
Yeah, that's right.
That's my jam.
I'm listening to porn. Yeah.
Leroy Jenkins, the porn.
The song.
He would
the
have
musical.
let's be honest though. Leroy Jenkins would have the best climax ever in a porn film.
That's exactly what I was thinking about.
Maybe I'm not done yet. Fuck it. Leroy Jenkins.
There is no pull and pray for Leroy Jenkins.
You forgot to pull out. At least I got chicken.
No, I didn't. I intentionally didn't pull out.
Oh,
Well, that escalated quickly.
bringing back the testicles. I feel like we could make up loads of myths because there's got to be audiences that are younger than us, right? So, how about we
they've
make
been on
the
the podcast
20s?
before.
Yeah, oh yeah, they have. But how about we make the 20s sound really weird? Like bullshit things that never fucking happen, but you make them think it's gonna happen. Just drop it in future podcasts. Don't you hate it on the second Tuesday of every month when your hair goes blue for a second? It's like really stupid fucking shit to see if anyone falls for it. It would have to be a lot more believable than that, though. Would anyone have any ideas?
No.
No? Fuck it.
No, I'm sorry. I can be
Yeah.
random, but you're asking for a lot of randomness.
Here I go again on my own. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, it was an interesting thing. I always wanted the idea of the fact that if I was ever a father, that could be something you could pull off. It's like, Daddy, what's this? And you'd be like, well, on the third Wednesday of every month, this happens, and the kid would be like, oh.
Well, Tuesday's Poon Day, so.
I mean,
Tuesday's
yeah.
Poon Day.
Son,
Daddy, how
if you learn
was I
anything-
born? Well, son, you
was
see,
a
your
Tuesday.
mother and I on a Poon Day.
I would love to
It
be
was a
just
Poon
like...
Day back in '89.
She was going down near Deez nuts.
Don't do
God.
Got him.
I would love to be that straight with, like... Heaven forbid if I had a child. Because I would love to just be really straight with them. Like, Daddy, where do babies come from? Well, you hear that
These
noise on a
nuts.
Wednesday. You hear that thumping sound on a Wednesday? Well, 9 months before you were born, somebody forgot to pull out. No, sorry.
Oh my-
Somebody decided to
that-
be Leroy Jenkins.
Somebody's
That just
pull-out game
reminded
was
me.
weak.
That just reminded me of something. A story my professor actually told me about the origins of ghost stories. So, you know how like when you're a kid, your parents tell you, "Oh, it's a ghost. It's make like a bed. It's shaped like a bed sheet, and it makes wailing noises."
And it screams,
Well-
"Oh God!" all the time.
Well, that's just how your parents tell you to not go into the door because their room is haunted. When it's actually just your parents going at it under the sheets, making those noises.
If you
This
hear us yelling, that means
This
we're
is my
fighting the
professor
ghost.
that told the entire class this story. He also told all the girls in class that whenever they go on a first date to order scotch.
Why?
To wear what?
Oh my god, why scotch?
to intimidate the dude.
A scotch?
Well, I've had a...
Dude, that would fucking work. Scotch is rough shit.
Well,
Like, there is no such thing as smooth scotch.
if they ordered scotch,
You mean like the sponge?
no,
Scotch?
the drink,
No.
What? No, you
The alcoholic
nuts.
beverage.
Not Scotch Bright.
not scotch tape.
The drink, the whiskey, Scotch whiskey, you moron.
Well, but to wear
Follow
that,
Jesus, I'm hanging out with 12-year-olds.
I need to have a word with
I
your
don't get it.
professor, though.
Honestly, I swear to God, I don't get it. Wearing
alcohol.
Scotch. I
Drinking.
know,
Hard
but
liquor.
just,
Are
It's
you
very-
saying wearing Scotch still? Drinking Scotch is what he said.
oh, drinking. And there's okay,
Ordering,
never
yes.
fucking mind.
Fucking hell. The language barrier is
Hey,
real.
yeah, language barriers, Jim. Don't
The
be such a
struggle
dick.
is real.
Luis calling,
I'm
Well,
not
here's
sure
calling
something
the
you'll
language
understand,
card.
Luis.
I'm not sure if that's a language barrier or just me fucking up, you know? It happens
Probably.
a lot. Like, I have a lot of stupid stories of not listening to people properly in my own language.
I should
mind
try
you.
typing like what I just said into Google Translate into Portuguese and see if it comes out anywhere near like intelligible to you.
No,
Oh,
it probably
that's-
says something like "I want your babies" or something like that in their translation.
I mean,
He'll still read it.
go on, TJ. You were saying something about Scotch Brite.
What the?
No, I already finished the story. You just
Yeah.
okay.
you misinterpreted it.
Oh my god.
But
Oh my god.
Jim's.
Sorry, my
oh
dog
God,
was really about to fuck up my computer.
He
Just
He
like
was
really
walking
about to
by,
fuck
got his
up your
leg
computer.
caught in the power cord, and just kept jerking his leg. And my laptop is like on the precipice here. Oh fuck! No, you don't.
Your dog wasn't actually stuck. It was just staring you straight in the eyes as
It
he
was
tried
just
to
like,
yank it.
bitch, pay attention to me.
Nice laptop you got there. It'd be a shame if someone dropped it.
Oh, fucking shame! I just yanked the power cord with my back leg like
it
an
would have been even
asshole.
weirder if he had the dog bowl with him
Damn.
and he's like, feed me.
Yeah, I'm gonna let my dog out real quick. He's being a pest. He is all up in my grill. BRB.
Okay.
You should really call Exhibit over there. He'll be able to sort out a grill.
I was thinking Sean Wall. Never mind. There's not.
All right, Luis. Tell me
Yes?
what this is supposed to say.
Okay.
Ela dice a cada menina para pedir scotch para intimidarlos.
It probably sounds better
What
if you
the
sent him the text.
LGC? Wait, can you just copy and paste because I'm not sure if I got. Or
There's
if
so
you want
much
to
that
repeat
could be
it.
misinterpreted.
Okay, so here's what TJ found on Google Translate, I assume. Is that right?
Yeah.
So, ele disse a cada menina para pedir scotch para intimidá-los. So that
you
would
read so
be.
fast.
He told. Thank you, I guess. He told each girl to ask for scotch to intimidate them.
Oh,
Yeah, I need to.
that isn't as
like,
bad as I thought it would be.
And scotch, like, apparently Google didn't identify it as
Is a
what we
noun.
call it, whiskey.
Well,
Scotch is a type of whiskey.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's a
mean,
noun. But like, DJ, I want to have words with your professor because, like, you could say that intimidates the blokes, but in my
Blokes?
hometown,
what's a bloke?
a man.
I know, but why did you use the word bloke specifically?
Because it's just casual speak for me. Like, sorry, Mr.
No,
Jack
it's alright,
Dirty
it's just
over
that
there,
I've never heard
opposing
you
his
say bloke.
deconstruction theory on me.
I've heard a bunch of Brits saying bloke, but never you. Okay, go on with your story, I'm sorry.
Wow, getting all destructional on me. Stop ruining my text, man. Anyway,
Oh, for fuck's sake, just...
what I was saying was, like, in my hometown, that wouldn't intimidate anyone. That would be like, awesome, she can drink hard liquor. You know, then you would just probably sit there and go, great, I'll have a drink as well. And that would be the end of the thought, you know? In fact, it's probably worse for the woman to go out and buy scotch straight away if they're not used to drinking it. Because they're going to get hit with some hard alcohol pretty fucking quick.
That's part of what he was trying to say. He was like, "Oh yeah," like he like after the class ended, he sent out an email to his entire class saying, "I went on a date and the girl ordered scotch." Like he was uber happy about it. He literally emailed his entire class.
See what I mean? So it doesn't work. It doesn't intimidate the bloke unless it's like.
Well, clearly it doesn't intimidate him because
Or
he
me.
obviously drinks scotch.
The only way I can see it intimidating them is if it's like a raver or like a party goer that only drinks stuff like cocktails and those artificial fucking... Like, I don't like drinks that are made up like them, like cocktails and stuff like that, because they can get you on your ass pretty quick. I know how to make them, I just hate them. And I don't drink anymore, so like I don't even drink them. But it's like... It would intimidate them, maybe, because it's like, oh shit, she drinks fucking pure-ass whiskey, as opposed to this fruity-looking drink that I've got in my hands. You know? Like, I guess that could be slightly intimidating, but for everyone else, like, I wouldn't give a fuck. Like, you got scotch? I'll get a scotch.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much if hi everybody, I'm back. If you go out on a date with a girl and she orders a scotch out the gate, you gotta man up. You gotta be like, I'll take 2.
You gotta be like,
you gotta bring the dick, man. You can't be showing up.
I'll
like
take ethanol.
You got any Jet A fuel in the back?
Oh, what about that nasty stuff, that absinthe?
Oh, fucking absinthe.
God.
Someone
I
I know
can't do
drinks
absinthe.
that. Someone I know drinks that, and it looks like fucking poison. It's like,
can't.
wow.
It seems like the original absinthe causes hallucination and all that shit.
I hope whatever they're drinking is not like the actual absinthe.
I can't. I had absinthe one time, and I ended up like talking to a bush for like 10 minutes before I realized that it was a fucking plant.
Before you realized you were somewhere
fucking
else.
Oh, yeah.
shit-faced
Before you
Hamlet.
realized he was the ex-president.
I love
what?
your green hair.
No,
It's so nice
I had
and
to
fluffy.
pee hardcore, man. I had to piss there. So I walked out behind the house, and I'm back there pissing, and it's like as I'm finishing up, I noticed there's somebody to my right, and I was like, "Oh man, it's a good spot to piss, huh?" And I start talking to this plant,
Wow.
and after a little bit, just like, "That's not a fucking person." And I had to go back inside. I just didn't tell anybody for years. And I was like, I can't do this shit no more.
I can imagine you finding out in the most awkward way that it's a plant, because there had to be that moment where you realised. And I can imagine you being like, yeah, high five, wait a minute. Like holding it, like, what the fuck? What happened to your hand?
I think I realized because I told the plant that they were awfully quiet. I was like, "You're really quiet. What are you doing at this party?"
Hey, you're really hard and quiet, and you're really quiet.
Something like, "Oh, baby, you have a really hard butt," and then you're hugging a tree, like.
Wasn't the type of bush you were after, was
it? What?
I was about to say, it's not the type of bush he was after, clearly.
Oh, no
That's what I
bushes,
thought
please.
he was going for.
Hey, sex jokes.
About time we got to the innuendo.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
about
I
time
think
the
we
innuendo
got
made
there, like-
sense.
From the start.
Yeah, but when you do it, it's forced. Ayo. But when it actually makes sense for everyone else, then it's innuendo.
What do you mean when I do it, it's forced?
Because it's like, oh, it went everywhere. That's innuendo. And it's like, no. You really have to think out of context to make that innuendo.
I'll be entirely honest here, Tyler. It's not forced for me. Seriously, it's like, oh, it went everywhere. Sex joke. Oh, okay, the actual meaning. I'm not kidding.
Can I take that out of context? When I do it, it's not forced.
Yeah, that's where I was thinking. I was like, hang on.
I want that on a shirt. When I do it, it's not forced.
Sponsored by the Shifty Keys. Let's not make that a shirt. It's not.
When I do it, it's not forced. Okay, I can see that working as a shirt.
No, that cannot be a shirt. Just full stop, end of story.
Already missing it.
Full stop. End of story.
I may not be an admin, but I can put my foot down on some things.
If you know what I mean.
See, no, that's what I mean.
No,
that's exactly
that wasn't
what
funny
I mean.
though.
See,
Of course it was.
You're like,
No, it
that's
wasn't.
innuendo. No, it
What are you
going
gonna put your foot down on?
It's funny for me.
You'll be like, that's innuendo. That's not. Unless you're really into foot jobs, which is saying something. Louise.
I have another story.
I don't like it when mummy and daddy fight.
Would be the first time the guest has said that on the podcast.
I have another story.
Tyler, the foot job guy.
I'm worried because he says he's got this story after talking about a foot job.
It's not me personally. It's again with the coworkers. God, I love not working at home anymore because I have crazy interactions again.
Yay.
It's this is a guy at work, real grade A loser. He's such a fucking tool. And one of the girls was leaving. She got another job, so she was leaving, and it was one of her last days there. And he was trying to get with her, and everything seemed to be going great. Because like early in the day, he was good, and he was talking about it like, yeah, like we're gonna go, we're gonna go bone, and he was absolutely convinced. Anyway, he described himself as, since he has a foot fetish, he described himself as a foot fag, which I thought was the funniest thing in the world. I've never heard anybody just self-describe themselves that way. And that's my foot job story. I don't know.
Oh,
but I thought it was just
Foot
such a
fag? Like, hold on, I'm gonna type this shit.
No. Actually, what am I saying? Yeah, search for that on Google. Bing images.
No.
Yeah,
Here.
Louise.
What?
Yeah,
Why?
now I gotta look it up. I'm gonna regret it.
No, why? Why? No, I want Luis to look it up.
No,
not you.
let Jim do it. I've had my share of, looking up for stuff on Google. and
Louise, I got
regretting my
something you
life
can look up.
decisions.
I got
Oh,
something you
God.
can look up.
What?
It's called water sports.
Oh,
Water
no.
sports?
This could not end good.
I'd rather not, thank you.
I feel like I do that every time Jim says you need to see this, or he puts down a link with no
Dude,
explanation.
There's an
After I
urban
searched
dictionary
for
it.
lemonparty.org thinking it wouldn't be something bad, I just, that was enough. That broke me. I'm not looking for random stuff on the internet again.
Which one was this?
Lemon party.
Lemonparty.org. I think TJ mentioned it. It was like, oh,
Yeah.
fuck it. It can't be too bad. Like, it must be something like lemons jumping out of the screen or some shit. It isn't. It
It's a lot of
definitely isn't.
shit.
It's
a lot
something.
of shit. So
It's a
there's an
thing.
urban dictionary. There's an urban dictionary entry for it here. It says foot fag, a foot fetishist, e.g., someone who is gay for feet. In context, the foot fags who keep asking to see that chick's feet are fucking annoying. For God's sake, her tits are right there. Fun fact: this entry was made on my birthday 4 years ago.
Ah. Made by Jim. No, I'm joking.
No, somebody named MRX.
Well, Mr. X.
Mr.
Mr. X?
Mr. X.
Rip
Professor Xavier?
Shervack?
That could be anybody, Mr. X.
Professor Xavier, the foot fetishist.
I'm sure Sim Jervac
because
is
he
behind
doesn't
all
have
this.
legs.
No,
Okay,
TJ,
that
that
was
was no.
TJ.
That was
TJ.
inappropriate.
TJ, you said like he's gone away. You've said like
keep-
two things.
You usually left your channel.
I wasn't
Use
trying to
those.
go away. I'm like doing I'm doing other stuff at the same time.
I'm doing
Masturbating.
stuff and things.
Stuff
Okay, I'm
and
doing
things.
my math homework while we're doing this podcast.
I wish I could
Speaking of doing
multitask.
math, homework, you guys want to do some questions?
Sure.
Sure.
No.
Tyler, shut
Also,
up.
I just want to leak out a little bit of information. Recently, I had a very
What?
awkward experience where I have watched 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh god.
No!
Oh god.
And
Why would you do that?
it was round a friend's house who's a girl. Nothing happened.
Why do you have to preface this?
Because it sounds a bit weird when it's a guy, okay? And
I mean,
she
yeah,
turns to
you're
me
the
when-
guy and you're watching it. It's already weird.
But like, she turns to me. We're trying to do our coursework, right? And she turns around and she's like, "Have you seen this film?" I was like, no, but I've heard it's essentially porn. And it's like, you have to watch it. It's the funniest shit I've seen in my life.
Oh my god.
It was so
Help me.
awkward. It was so awkward to watch it, but she was right. There were some moments that
You
were
guys
actually
watched
funny.
it together?
It was porn.
It was essentially like a really shitty porn.
Wait, but you guys watched it together?
No, we decided to watch it in separate rooms, Luis. Fucking hell, yes, we watched it in the same bedroom.
You in that room, I'll go in this room. We'll tell each other what we thought after we get out.
Yeah. There were some really awkward
These
moments.
nuts.
Go! But like...
Sorry, I can't. I can't help myself. This shit's too funny.
There were some awkward moments, you know, like when sexual stuff started happening, and it's kind of like, what do you say in these situations? But the fucking funny thing about that film is, I don't know how people are excited about it, because there's some people that are huge fans of the film.
I heard some people were horny about it, like some weird stuff going on movie theaters.
Yeah, I've read like news articles where people are doing shit in cinema things and getting thrown out and stuff. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, how? Because the male protagonist in the story is a fucking creep. Like, before any of the sexual activities and stuff, he just randomly turns up to her workplace, even though he owns a massive business. What a coincidence! He knows exactly what bar she's in when she's pissed. And it's like, hang on, how do you keep on finding her? Like, that's stalkerism, surely. Like, stalkerism, that is not a word, but like, I would be creeped out. Yeah. It's fucked up, but people are like, oh, it's so romantic and sexual, and it's like, I don't think so.
If this happened in real life, it would mean a court order, no, restriction order. That's what I meant.
And what also makes me laugh is, like, my friend brought this up. When has he ever worked on his business since the film has started, considering he's the head of it? I'm just like...
Well, that's the point. Once you get to the head of your business, you don't have to do anything. You just hire other
pay
people
to do it for you.
Yeah, you're like,
and
you don't do anything, you fuck chicks, apparently. It's like,
yeah, right?
I mean,
it's not that far away from the
future
truth.
gray suits of the exact same color of gray.
No, there are 50 shades of them.
Oh yeah,
If they're all the same shade, they're not 50 shades.
But they're different shades. There are 50 of them. No, I'm just trying to fuck with you now.
There's not though.
I remember I got really pissy. No, I got pissed off at TJ because he said there were 50 shades of white on a podcast. What? I swear it was either you or it was someone that sounds a lot like you. Someone said that there were 50 shades of white and I wanted to kill you. I was like, there is not.
I mean, I can't deny saying it because I don't remember every single podcast we've done. But I'm gonna say that doesn't sound like something I would say.
I'm gonna find that moment, motherfucker, and then I'm gonna find out it's sunny, and then I'm gonna take it back.
Please, Tyler, look for that out of all of our podcasts while you're in the middle of all of your uni work.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna wait until my deadlines are over, and then I'm gonna look for it.
I'm gonna finish the shit out of my uni, and then I'm gonna fucking find it.
Oh,
bitch.
Can I?
Tyler. It's like Tyler graduates high school. 1 year later, he shows up on my doorstep with like an audio recording, throws it in my face, punches me in the face, and then leaves.
I want to
there
be
you go,
able
you
to.
slut.
I want to be able to do what Louise said. What Louise said at the beginning of that I think we overlooked. Finish the shit out of this. I want to start my essays, or like, you know, the essays that I'm working on right now that are nearly finished, and go, I'm going to finish the shit out of you.
It's going to be your thesis statement. I want to finish this shit.
Turn up when you have to hand in all your work. I finished the shit out of this. You know, it's like this shit couldn't have been more finished. You know. Sorry. Should we go to the question?
Yeah, let's do it.
Gonna finish the shit out of this podcast.
Questions.
Deez nuts.
Wow, that was fucking loud.
Yeah, Louise, you got really enthusiastic.
Holy shit, that was the loudest, I guess. Oh, well. Anyway, this question was sent by Dr. Sparks, and she asked, what random everyday thing gives you an unusual amount of pleasure? and don't say sex or masturbating.
Oh,
Keywords
These
say
nuts.
each everyday and random, respectively.
as soon as you started saying it, I was like,
it's a Deez nuts question. It has to be. The masturbating thing. Oh my god, I got a funny story. Again.
wait,
God, Jim with
did
his
they
funny
say?
stories.
Did they say it has to be not masturbation or sex related,
Yes,
but
that's
pleasure?
And don't,
that's-
yeah,
she
and don't say
specifically
sex or
took it out.
masturbating.
Oh boy.
It has to be an
Oh,
everyday
dear.
and random.
And
How is it
random.
every day and random?
Yeah,
What, going to
like-
the bathroom? Like going to the bathroom, like taking a pee is real enjoyable if you've been holding it up for like hours and hours and hours.
But not if you wait for too long. Like if you wait that hour longer, and then it fucking stings. I mean, I should get that checked, right?
You've already been over this,
Burns
Tyler.
when
You need to
pee,
go to
you
the
should probably
doctor.
have that looked at.
And it
Oh,
smells
the
like
things that
a
happen
dead
to you when you're
body.
20.
I don't know. I guess. I mean, I'm just gonna skip the random part of it and go for the everyday thing. I think driving out of my everyday and random activities. I don't know.
Even with a moped, like
No,
2
no.
inches
The
away
moped,
from you.
like my car was parked. The moped crashed
Ah.
into me. A fucking twat. Yeah, man. I don't know. I guess having lunch is pretty kick-ass. But then again, it's like having lunch at my home because lunch at my uni usually tastes like, sometimes it tastes like
Ramen.
shit. What?
Ramen. That's what all of my lunches taste like at the moment.
Oh. It's because my uni, like, they have a restaurant, and the food's really cheap. It's like about, I don't know, roughly 50 cents a full meal. Like 50 cents, it will be about $2 for us, I guess. Something like that. And I mean, it's decent, but some days the food tastes like ass. Like there's this minced meat thing that I swear it's either human flesh or
Oh.
cat's meat.
Oh my god.
It
I
sounds
regret
terrible.
doing something.
So
There is water everywhere.
I know. Singing slash screaming at the top of my lungs while I'm driving. Like usually on the highway, I can just pump music super loud and just scream along with it. But on the streets, I'm not a fucking asshole, so I listen to it normally. But when I want to sing, I just close my windows and just. Ah! So
I
that.
suppose that's a
yeah.
good one. Sorry for randomly bursting out laughing on underneath your explanation there, because I tried to set up something and it went wrong, and now like everything is wet over here. No, don't make that a thing. Like, I don't even know if it's even worth trying to do it. But I was gonna subtly like reference the sound of a bottle opening and fizzing, and be like, you know what gives me pleasure? Tss. It didn't go. Tss. I shook it just beforehand, and then it went like all over fucking everything on my desk.
Leroy Jenkins.
It was not
but-
pleasant.
Yeah, what are your guys' answers? Because I feel like I couldn't shut up. So your turn.
I have no clue. There's like not one thing that I can think of that I do on a daily basis that is really like.
Yeah, like I imagine when you bring up the word pleasure, that has to be something like fucking yes. You know, it has to be like something amazing. But yeah, I can't think of something at the moment.
I'm thinking of something that's
I mean-
in general enjoyable.
I mean, like, I find it enjoyable when I have. No, I don't even know. I was going to say I find it enjoyable when I'm like done with schoolwork and I've got no deadlines, no like anything. But that's just like general relieving stress.
I wish I had that.
Me too.
Work.
I would say, for me, it's going to be gaming. I am a gamer. Probably first and foremost. It's not an everyday thing because I've been so busy lately, but usually if I find a good anime, that's always nice. I consider myself a spiritual man, so doing something a little religious, that's a good thing every day for me. So yeah, there's like that. I don't know that they're random necessarily. I mean, I guess whatever anime I'm watching or whatever game I'm playing might be random, but
I thought of something. Two things, actually, that aren't really magnificent in any way. When you're trying to throw rubbish away into the bin, like you're not getting up to go and put it in the bin, when you just throw it. And it goes straight in, but not only that, when someone saw it. You know? That gives me some pleasure, like... You fucking see that shit, like, from the other side of the room, you know?
Okay, I
That
know
three-point
something
line.
that's randomly satisfying. Cleaning
Yeah.
cleaning my bedroom. Like most
Ooh.
people hate it, but I love it when my room
TJ,
is nice and
I'm
clean.
so with you. You're that type A
Yeah.
personality where everything's got to be like perfect and in place and clean.
Yeah, but the problem is like
Yeah,
I'm also
I'm the same way.
lazy. So like I'll go like a week or two without cleaning it, and then after a while it'll just build up and I'll be like, Mother of God, this has to be fixed.
Yeah. You must have like the same thing as me. Like when you do clean, you do it fucking like hands on knees. Everything's gonna get cleaned and sorted and tidied.
Like cleaning the paint off the walls.
Yeah,
It's gotta be perfect.
Hey,
I don't
this
have to
this-
touch it
this
for
has a
another
speck
2
of dirt
weeks.
on it. All right, let's get the paint out. Repaint the entire room.
Oh, and the second one for pleasure. When you've got like a slight cramp and you stretch and it clicks just like at the right place, and you're like, oh, thank God for that, because when it doesn't click, it's very awkward and it often builds stress and makes the cramp worse. But I always sit there and go, click, and I'm like, it's like that
Are you
makes it sound
talking
like
about
I
like
enjoy it
those
too much.
Charlie horse cramps where it's like really painful and random?
Not so much the cramp, but like the feeling of getting rid of it.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I know what you're talking about. I think anyway, because sometimes I get these really sharp shooting pains in like the back of my calves, and it is the most difficult thing in the world to get your legs stretched out.
Yes.
But when you do, it feels so fucking good.
That's the moment.
But it is so painful until that happens.
Oh, Stuart, did you answer? If your microphone's working.
I was trying to think of an actual satisfying answer, or just even a good answer. I was just thinking, what do I do that's just so random and like that's so satisfying? And I just can't think of anything. And I feel kind of it's like
Your brain's fried.
my brain's just switched off. I'm thinking to myself, is there anything that I do that I've done randomly in the past week or so that would be even close to what you guys have answered? I'm like, nah, no,
Here's
nothing
something.
really.
It's probably not going to translate to anybody except TJ because he's the only other American here. Getting a Coca-Cola from Chick-fil-A. I'm telling you, Chick-fil-A has like the fucking like holy grail of Coca-Colas. Like they are tapped into the fountain of youth Coca-Cola spigot. I'm telling you, they have the best fucking Coke in the world.
I could disagree with that.
I
But-
will
But
punch
to
you
be
in your
fair,
dickless
the
genitals.
only Chick-fil-A I have experience with is the one that's on campus, which is like a Chick-fil-A Express, and like everything is like automated and set up cheap, and like I would always order a soda with no ice, so that way I get the most soda. But they've got it like, I guess they've got it set up so like it automatically goes until it would fill up the cup if it had ice in it. So it like when I order that, I'll get like half of the cup missing, and it's like, well, that's what you paid for. No, I paid for a full cup. I asked for ice, so I would get a full cup and not water with, soda. But that's what it is anyway. But
Yeah.
that's my experience with that.
Okay, yeah, that's not very.
Plus,
no.
it wasn't that good. It tasted watered down anyway.
Yeah,
Like
no,
in
that's
general,
not-
I don't
that's
like
not it.
fountain drinks.
Take that back.
I prefer like I don't like most fountain drinks. Some places they're usually pretty good about not making it taste watered down. But there are a lot of places where it literally tastes like they just took a tiny little bit of the Coke powder and it's like, oh, tap water.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you guys want to do another question?
But Stuart
fuck
hasn't
you.
said his thing.
I couldn't think of anything. I guess.
Just say masturbation. No
I
one
guess
will
it's a
blame you.
retail random. I guess it's a retail random, and it's one of those things that you do randomly. And it's just like when you've got a huge line of customers, and you get through the line of customers really quickly, and it's a case of, oh, that was really nice. Like now we've got an empty shop, and I'm like, yeah, that was nice.
Now I'm gonna hold everyone up and bring in a massive trolley and.
God, I would hate you so much right now. I was like, no.
The guy right before the end. This is like, yep. Before you get in there, I've got like half the store. No. Right. Oh. Another question?
Yeah.
Tyler's
This one was
just,
sent by.
Nope. Never mind. I'm just gonna make a joke.
Okay.
No time for jokes.
This one. Okay.
Yeah, stop joking on the podcast, guys.
This one was sent by Sun88P, and he asks, how does your restroom experience differ between private and public restrooms?
I think the answers to this one should be very obvious.
Wait, can you repeat that?
How does your restroom experience differ between private and public restrooms?
Well, I'm just gonna start by saying I hate public restrooms.
Mm-hmm.
Most public restrooms, I'm okay with using, urinals. That's fine, as long as they've got barriers up. Which, by the way, I went to like a really old restaurant, and they had two urinals sitting next to each other with no blinders. So if two guys walked in, you'd be able to see everything. And I'm like, nope, just gonna go into the stall.
Wait, blinders?
You've got the individual urinals, right?
Yeah.
And then you've got a wall sticking out so that you guys can't easily look at each other's junk unless you're trying.
I'm not being funny, but I've never been to a public restaurant with a blinder then, whatever that is. Is that something in America that Britain doesn't have?
It's like a wall. It's like a little piece of wood that's attached to the wall by screws. It's like...
Here in Britain, we just
don't
look at dicks.
Well, it's not that you look at them. It's you've got peripheral vision. Even if you're not trying to look, it's going to be there, and I don't want to see that.
Oh, I don't use urinals either. I think they're fucking annoying.
But I mean, like I said, I don't have a problem with them as long as there's some sort of eye protection to keep me from getting scarred for life.
His dick is bigger than mine. Sorry.
Well, I mean,
no,
it was like a restaurant and there were a bunch of old people there, and I didn't want an old guy walking and flopping around all over the place.
I don't use urinals out of principle. I think they're really disgusting, to be honest. And also, there's a chance of getting scarred for life seeing old men's dicks.
Unless you have a blinder.
Unless you have a blinder. But here's the thing. When I use public restrooms, I use just the stalls, and I don't ever poop in public restrooms at all. And yeah, that's it. Oh, and I try to avoid touching things as much as I can in public restrooms. So yeah, that's the thing. Like when I have to flush, either I get a load of toilet paper and press the thing, or if there's no toilet paper or the place is just plain disgusting, like a truck stop or something, I just use my foot to flush.
Yeah. My experience, I think it's already been spoken about on the podcast, because I was a cleaner for a little while, and I'm pretty damn sure I've explained the bathroom of hell, where there was shit on pretty much any item, that was in the room. So my experience of public restrooms, unless it's at somewhere like very high end, which I'm not at very often, like a casino, then I stay away from them, because they're gross, they're gnarly, and want my dick nowhere near it. That's pretty much it.
feel like I came in at like an oddly appropriate time
I
because
think you came
I
in like a
disappeared
wrecking ball,
again.
Jim.
Huh? What?
Oh
You
my
came in
god.
like a wrecking ball.
Shut up. So, I my dog is the most needy creature on the planet, I swear. And despite going out to the bathroom here just a short bit ago, and even before this podcast started recording, he had to go again, and he had to shit. And his back right leg is fucked up. He can't control it, so he like goes and he shits like on his leg sometimes because he can't move it to get out of the way. It's like, oh, like I love you, dog, but why? Why do you do this to me?
Oh.
So yeah, shit on everything. Go on.
No, that's a question from the audience. It's what's your experiences with? Actually, no, Luis, you know the actual full question. I can't remember.
I'll have to go back to that page. Hold on.
Wasn't it something like what's your experiences with public
Oh, sir.
and private restaurants or something? No, restrooms. My bad, not restaurants. That was a slip.
Restaurants.
I'm just glad. I was gonna say the only experience I've had recently with like public or private restrooms or anything like that is the work one where I broke the toilet.
How?
Do you know the story on the RT podcast where Michael broke the lady's toilet because he shat and broke it?
Oh yeah, and
because
he had to
because he
plunge it with
clogged
his
it.
He
hand.
punched his shit.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Did anyone Oh no, I'm gonna say actually I was glad actually. I don't know if anybody on the website follows me. If you do and you're listening to this, I'm ever so sorry. But yeah, I had to do a Michael.
Oh god.
It's not the worst
Oh.
thing though.
Oh.
Well, it's not the worst thing.
fuck.
It's the just the idea of just like we had it was a really busy day, and we had extra people working, but even so, it was still quite busy for us. So we were all needed out on the shop floor, and it was just a case of I was like, Alex, I'm like, and one of the colleagues I work with is Alex. I'm like, Alex, I need to go. And he's like, do what? I'm just like, give me like 2 minutes. I'll be back. He's like, okay. I go off. 15 minutes later, I come back to the shop floor and he's like, what the hell happened? I'm just like, you don't want to know. It's disaster up there. And he's like, what the hell do you mean? I'm like, it's like a shit catastrophe up there. And he's like, well, what do you mean by that? I'm just like, it looks like doomsday happened.
A literal shit show.
It's a literal shit show. And he's like, well, what do you mean by that? What, you mean you broke the toilet? I'm like, to an extent, I clogged it. And he's like, God damn it, dude. He's like,
To an extent.
yeah. And he's like, you have to fix this because we can't get a plumber out right now. It's like, I'm like, I have to go do it. He's like, well, you did the mess. You go clean it up. I'm like, fine. Get up there. I'm just like, okay. Look around. I'm like, have we got anything? Have we got any like disposable gloves? Yes. No. Oh no, the disposable hand. I'm like, oh, everything's out. I'm like, oh crap. Okay. So I have to solve this issue, and I've got nothing around me that I can use. I'm like, I work in retail as well, so if you use your hands for anything or your arms or anything like that, it's double worse. So I'm like, okay, well, I have to solve this issue. I'm like, fuck yeah. Michael inspired me with this, and I just get my hand and I just punch everything that's in the toilet. I just punch it away. I'm like Manny Pacquiao and Mayweather. I'm just punch away. I punched it for what I feel is like a minute of just solid beating this thing into the ground. And I go to flush the toilet and it works. I'm like, yes! And Michael Jones inspired me to be a shit plunger.
Oh,
God.
I mean,
Bless it.
It could be much worse because it was your own mess, right?
Yeah, it was my own mess. I
Exactly.
clogged it, so I
Doesn't make it
bogged
any more sanitary.
It doesn't make
Well,
it any more
no.
sanitary, but at least it wasn't someone else's shit.
But here's the thing. Because I only use one hand, I mean I can run.
It's like
His mic died right in the middle of that. Great. We probably don't want to hear the rest of that story anyway.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah, my mic died.
It cut off on you saying, I only use one hand. And then I was like, well, that could have been put in any context.
Well, I was about to say, well, because you're talking about sanitary reasons, we have 3 different types of germ cleaners and stuff like that in our because like again we work in retail, so we have to every time like we go back on the shop floor, we have to wash our arms and hands down with like several different things. So I spent twice as much time cleaning than I did doing the deed in the first place.
Yeah.
I was there for like 25 minutes clean. I was like, because I'm also paranoid about how I cleanse myself as well. So I took really long in how I cleanse. I was like, gotta be clean, gotta be clean.
Get rid of all the chunks.
Gotta go fast, gotta go clean.
Sonic.
Oh man, that's. So Jim, the question, if you need to be reminded, is how does a restroom experience differ between private and public restrooms?
If it's a private one, I clean it myself. If it's a public one, I'll leave it to whoever's serving in the restaurant.
I don't. God, that question's so wide open.
Yeah.
Like the toilet.
That's what she said.
Now that one made a bit more
y'all
sense.
are both
you.
warm. I mean, at my first job, they didn't have a janitor crew, so we had to clean the bathrooms, and the boys had to clean the girls' bathroom too, which is horrendous. Like, men's restrooms are nasty. Women's restrooms are way worse. Way worse.
Way worse?
I'm not. I don't think I'm gonna go into all this. There's nothing funny about it. It's just absolutely disgusting. Like Stuart's story about punching shit's nasty. The things that I've had to experience are much worse. I did have a fucking weird ass lady one time though, working at that job. I was at a grocery store. We were getting ready to close. So I'm in there cleaning the women's restroom, and this lady comes in. She's like, "Oh, hey, how are you?" I was like, "Oh, hey, I'm sorry, I'm gonna leave." And it's like, they have stalls in the bathroom, and she's like, "Oh no, it's fine." I was like, "Nope, I'm getting out of here." So I step outside, but the door had a vent on the bottom of it, and I could just hear her in there fucking talking away, like she expected me to answer, and I was like, "Oh my god."
So how was your day?
You're right.
You're very quiet, aren't you?
I don't know if she was some sort of like pedophile old lady or what. I mean, I say
You're a very
old. She was
good
probably in
listener.
her mid 30s or something.
TJ, you're a very good listener. I don't know why that got to me. But like,
It was funny.
when we have like the experiences between public and private bathrooms, we've got two major differences between these bathrooms, right? For a start, private bathroom, as in the one in the house and that, your family, or just if you live on your own, you visit it. That's it. You're responsible for whatever happens in there. That's it. Whatever happens, happens. Public restrooms are just... I guess what
You really
the best
have
way
no
to
idea
put
what's
it...
going on in there.
Yeah, anything
really
can
don't.
happen. And plus, if you want to compare the differences, thousands of people aren't going to be entering my bathroom and spreading shit around. That
True.
doesn't happen. So the experience is pretty opaque. Clear cut what the differences are. I really hope that there's no emergency where like a family member of mine has to smear shit around the toilet. Then it would be exactly the same as the public. But I'm hoping they would never do that.
Before we wrap up the podcast, as we're talking about bathrooms and shit, there's a story I remembered. It's not the Nutella the Nutella grenade
shotgun.
or the shotgun. Yeah,
Ugh.
that's right. The shotgun story. It's not that one. But in my uni, we have like a bathroom for the ladies and the guys. And so I heard that in the ladies' restroom, there was one of the stalls that had shit on the lock. It had shit all over, but
Oh.
especially on the lock. And then the cleaning lady, you see, it was just so much for her that she decided to quit. She's like, nope, fuck this shit. I'm not gonna do that. And she quit like right there on the spot. She was like, nope, I'm done with that. And it was like, it caused a lot of trouble at the time. But I hear it was because of that. There was shit everywhere and on the lock. Now, my friends, I ask you, how the hell do you get shit on the lock?
I don't
Like,
think it's
either
how the
you
hell.
need to have a really torn apart asshole to do that,
No.
or a really shitty, like a really shitty target.
No, it's not how.
Aim, not target. Duh.
It's not how. It's why. Because
Yeah,
I can
it's
imagine
why.
how. Yeah, but why? I mean, if you're someone that does this, I would just like to remind you that thousands of people have to use the fucking bathroom. It may seem funny at the time, but you're the one that's forcibly putting shit on things. That's disgusting. Oh my god.
Oh man. Like,
Yeah.
are you guys familiar with a website called 9gag?
Yeah.
Yes, I've heard of 9gag.
I've heard of it.
I have indeed heard of 9gag.
There was this one time, like, and it was
Bandcamp?
one of those meme comic strips, and it got really, really famous. I mean, I saw it on 9gag. I'm not sure if it was originally from there, but it was someone who was taking a shower and felt the need to poop, so the person pooped in their hand during the shower and just threw the shit on the toilet.
On the
And like
toilet? Not even in the toilet?
Oh well, in the toilet. I'm sorry. And then the rage part. Oh no, yeah, I think that was the point. The rage part of the rage comic was that the shit did not go into the toilet. I think it went on the toilet or the floor. I'm not sure. It's been a long time. But who shits during the shower, like in their own hands? That's
Yeah,
not
I
this-
mean, you're already in
you
the
wanna do.
bathroom. Just take the time, get out, and freaking
Right,
do your
yeah.
business.
Fuck out.
But anyway,
The worst.
I think we should start wrapping up here. So
Sure.
yeah, Stuart, your turn to ask a question for our lovely audience.
Ooh, what's a question I could do? Yeah, I was not prepared for this.
No one ever is. I love it.
Damn.
It means we get randomer questions this way.
Yes, random questions. If the chicken crossed the road, who left the yellow paint behind him?
All right.
All right, that's great. Everyone, thank you so much for listening. Stuart, thank you so much for being with us today.
That's no problem.
Well, Jim is still a part of the standard roster, so yeah, you know, Jim. Yay, I guess.
Piss off.
Wow. Such a moving speech from Luis in regards to Jim.
Hey, I love you all. You know that. Don't forget to listen to the outro to find out how to interact with us. And until next week, don't shit on the luck. Bye.
PSA. Bye. Oh.
Bye.
Don't shit on the.
DJ is disgusted. Bye. Bye.
Yeah, I think you have to be kind of
Podcast.
disgusted.
Thanks for listening to the Shifty Key Podcast. The intro and outro music is provided to us by our editor, TDBTyler. To get more involved with the Shifty Key Podcast, you can answer the questions for the audience asked by our guests, or even ask the cast a question of your very own, either here in the YouTube comments or in our Rooster Teeth group. To keep updated with this channel's shenanigans, you can follow us on Twitter, join and watch our group on Rooster Teeth, or simply subscribe. All links will be in the description. Until next week, goodbye.
I'm sorry, baby. I love you.
God damn that question, really?
Oh. Oh, sorry. What was I going to ask? I was going to ask a question, and just like earlier in the podcast, I completely forgot what I was going to say, which makes things awkward. So I'm just going to run with it and pretend I had nothing to say.
You're stupid.
Yeah.
Burley,
Stupid.
Jam, Stuart, thanks guys for being here.
That's no problem at all.
I
I
mean,
kind of
TJ,
forgot the
yeah,
about
what?
15 minutes before we ended the podcast. I was meant to do a community one-on-one with Hello Zelda, and halfway through the podcast, I was rearranging the fact that could we rearrange the podcast for later because I'm currently recording another one, and she's like, "Oh, okay. Did not realize you were recording one. Is that okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, we have to rearrange for later. I'm currently recording the podcast right now." And she's like, "Oh." we'll do it later. I was like, yeah, if we could record later, that'd be great.
Sorry.
That's all right. I completely forgot when Louis messaged me on the website. I was like, "Hey, can you record?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'd love to record. Yeah, absolutely." Because I didn't make last week's. I was like, "Yeah, we can do it." And I got halfway through the show and I got the message. I was like, "Uh-oh."
Sorry, Luzelda.
I was like,
Sorry, Jen.
Like, oh, guys.
She can yell at us about it on podcast 100.
Yeah.
I just thought, yeah,
110, isn't it?
No, doesn't she come on every 100 podcasts?
every
Or
50.
every 50?
Every 50, yeah. So yeah, 100. No, I'm thinking about breaking the joke and inviting her sooner. I'm thinking like, oh, I was actually considering. No, it's just that I need to schedule people beforehand, and I've also been like fucking crazy busy with uni. It's my last year as well, so I know the struggle, Tyler.
The struggle is real.
Hey, it's my first year.
The first year is nothing. Brace your anus.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Like
If I stay on my
prepare
current
your
major,
every
I'm gonna be
orifice, TJ.
fucked.
I'm at that stage now where I'm thinking like I'm not even worried about failing my coursework. I want to be able to submit all of my coursework. It's getting that close to my deadlines. It's like I just want to be able to send them stuff that actually fulfills the word counts. You know? Ah, boy.
I got through this past semester. Did well enough in my grades. I am off academic probation at last. So excited.
I need that. That is my paradise at the moment. Like you can tell me that the world's gonna end, but I swear to God, it better end a week after like everything is done, so I have no stresses, or now, so then I don't have to worry about my deadlines.
So you want a week with no stress, and then after that, when you find out the world's ending, that stress is fine.
Yeah, because YOLO.
You only live once, and I spend all my lives doing uni work.
Yeah, now that I think that through, it's not actually a good idea, is it? Oh, one sec. I think I should stop recording, right?
And cut.
Penis.